In the misty mountains of China, where clouds cling to ancient forests, a quiet creature chews slowly on bamboo. It is calm, solitary, instantly recognizable. This is the giant panda, one of the world's most beloved animals and one of its most unlikely survivors. But behind the panda's round face and black and white charm lies a story of ancient lineage, near extinction, and one of the greatest conservation efforts in history. This is the story of the panda, how it came to be, how it almost disappeared, and how it captured the world's heart. To understand the panda, we must travel back millions of years. Giant pandas belong to the bear family, Ursidae, but they're different. They're plant eaters, mostly peaceful, and uniquely adapted to a life in bamboo forests. The earliest known panda ancestors roamed China around 8 million years ago. These ancestors were small, tree-dwelling creatures, slowly evolving into the larger bamboo eaters we know today. But why bamboo? Over time, as their habitats changed and prey became scarce, pandas adapted to a plant-based diet. Their carnivore stomachs remained, but their lifestyle shifted dramatically. Their powerful jaws and false thumbs and extended wrist bone helped them grip and strip bamboo with surprising precision. Today, bamboo makes up over 99% of a panda's diet. It's low in nutrients, so pandas must eat for up to 14 hours a day, consuming over 25 to 40 pounds of bamboo daily. They evolved not to hunt, but to endure. For centuries, pandas remained hidden in the high mountain forests of central China. Ancient Chinese texts mention mysterious black and white creatures called mo, or iron-eating beasts, believed to have spiritual powers or medicinal value. Some described them as peaceful forest spirits, yet pandas were rarely seen and poorly understood. Their remote habitat and solitary nature made them elusive. It wasn't until 1869, when French missionary Armand David sent the first panda specimen to the West, that the world finally saw this strange, beautiful animal. Scientists were baffled. Was it a bear? A raccoon? Something new? In the 20th century, as China modernized and global interest in pandas grew, the animal's fate grew precarious. The panda's natural habitat, bamboo forests in Sichuan, Shanxi, and Gansu, began to shrink. Deforestation, agriculture, and roads fragmented the range. Entire bamboo groves were wiped out, and when bamboo dies off, as it naturally does in cycles, pandas must move to find more. But with their routes cut off, many starved. By the 1970s, it was clear pandas were vanishing. Their numbers were falling fast. Fewer than 1,000 remained in the wild. For the first time, the world began to realize we might lose them forever. In 1961, the newly founded World Wildlife Fund, WWF, chose the giant panda as its logo. A quiet yet powerful symbol for the fragile beauty of nature. China, too, recognize the panda's importance, not just as a national treasure, but as an international ambassador. Panda diplomacy became a tool of goodwill. In the 1970s, pandas were gifted or loaned to countries like the US and Japan as symbols of peace and friendship. And then came science. Researchers and conservationists began studying pandas closely, how they lived, bred, and interacted. China established over 60 panda reserves, and breeding programs were launched with cautious optimism. But breeding pandas, especially in captivity, proved notoriously difficult. The male pandas are only fertile for 2-3 days a year. Cubs are tiny, fragile, and require constant care. Still, progress was made. Throughout the late 20th and early 21st century, the battle to save the panda became one of the most focused and well-funded conservation efforts in the world. Scientists developed better techniques for breeding, including artificial insemination, and improved cub rearing practices. The number of pandas in captivity began to rise. Meanwhile, habitat protection and reforestation efforts helped wild populations stabilize. Bamboo corridors were planted to connect isolated panda groups, allowing for migration and genetic diversity. And the world watched, inspired. In 2016, the giant panda's conservation status was changed from endangered to vulnerable, a sign of hope in an age of extinctions. Today, around 1,800 pandas live in the wild, and hundreds more thrive in carefully managed centers. The panda is more than a symbol. It's a reminder that even the most unlikely survivors can inspire change. From mountain forests to international headlines, the panda has shown us the power of patience, science, and cooperation. Saving this one species has helped protect thousands of others who share its habitat. But challenges remain. Climate change, habitat pressure, and human encroachment still loom. The panda's future is not guaranteed. But thanks to decades of work and the determination of people across the world, its story is no longer one of decline. It's a story of recovery. The panda, once lost in the mountains and nearly lost to history, stands today not just as a bear, but as a beacon of what we can save, of what still matters, of nature's quiet resilience. And as long as the forests breathe,